Some days ago, I was at my bank office and there I had to make some financial things. And as I was sitting there was another customer. And so I listened to what they were talking about, like the person that was working there and the customer. And what I was hearing there was something that shocked me quite a bit. Because when I entered the office, I saw this man sitting there and his posture was really broken into himself. He was broken down, he looked sad, he looked shocked because he has been scammed in a way where I wasn't even aware that this could be possible. So you gotta imagine this. My bank has, of course, access to online banking, quite logical, and there you can use an app. And when you're trying to get into your bank account online, you need to, so to say, factor authenticate this whole process via this app. So there were scammers that robbed this man of around $3,000. I'm making some numbers up here that are just trying to be reference numbers. So basically, he has lost money. How did they do this? I didn't even know that this was possible. What I'm supposing is the following way. They somewhat got onto his banking data, like the banking number, the banking account number, and then what I'm supposing is that they hacked into his cell phone, cracked this app so that they can authenticate the access to the banking online. Then they created a digital debit card where they then took all of the money that he had and spent it, or whatever they did with the money, I don't know. This is just a few days before Christmas. And the man even said, as he has listened to the person that worked there, there's no chance that they can get the money back, and there's no chance that they can find who did this. He said to himself, this is a very nice Christmas. And I want to remind you that he was very sad, he was broken. And it felt very heart crushing to me because everybody can get scammed. As even in the title, there are more and more scams, financial scams, and everybody can be a victim here. What really struck my mind here is how easy it appears to be. They simply hacked his phone, got into this app, and then locked themselves into the online banking, stole all of his money. This can happen to anyone, simply anyone. How easy it is that you as a person can just lose all the money that you worked for, all the time that you put into your job is now gone because someone was able to access your savings. And the interesting part here is that this is not the only scam right there, because what they had to do then, I wouldn't say, for me it's a bit of a scam because it's also a bit weird. The bank is profiting from your loss because what the person that's working there had to do then, or has basically done, is giving this man a credit for around $5,000, and then the bank is profiting from this because he has to pay back the money and a bit more. And so this is really a Merry Christmas for him. But I want to go over to the second case that I want to explain to you, which is a case that I was the victim for. Not a long time ago, someone wrote me on my Telegram. I have a lot of experience with scammers on Telegram. They are writing me quite a lot. And so I was a bit skeptical. But there were signs that this could have not been a scammer, where I was like, this could be legit. Okay, this person had a verified Telegram account and it was not based in some weird country, but actually in the USA, which is also weird, but whatever. And so we wrote, you basically need to think about this. It's like in the crypto space. And this person was writing me, hey, are you also in the crypto space? Because we were in the same groups. And I was like, yeah, I've done this in the past. And so we chatted and wrote a bit, and I was like having a bit more trust that this is actually legit. And he wanted to teach me sniping. Sniping is a method of trading cryptocurrencies where you are basically trying to be the first one that goes into a crypto coin when it's being launched and whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, I would love to learn this. Are you going to teach me how to do this? And he was like, yeah, why not? Why not? And then he was like, do you have a bot for this? A bot is basically automatically doing what you would do yourself, but way faster, way more precise. And I was like, no, I don't have a bot. And that was the biggest mistake that I could have done. I should have said, yeah, I have a bot. But instead I said, no, I do not have a bot. And so he sent me a bot. And I was clicking onto this bot and it looked legit. It had 90,000 monthly users, which is a large number. It's actually fine. And then he said, okay, fund your wallet, which is linked to the bot, and so we can trade. So I can teach you how to trade. So I said, okay, let me do this. I had some cryptocurrency that I sent there. It was $3, and I wanted to see if it's legit. The cryptocurrency arrived. Everything looked cool. Everything looked very legit. And he was like, haha, funny, $3. And I was like, hey, I just want to test if it's legit. And then I sent $20 more. What I have written before in this chat was that I'm going to trade with $50. And he pushed me like, you said you want to trade with $50. Then the thought came into my head, okay, I need to buy more crypto, which I very, very luckily, and thank God, I did not buy more crypto here. Because what happened next is, I'm writing to him, hey, I have sent the $20 to this wallet, it arrived. He deleted his account. I was clicking onto this bot. I saw that my money was locked. The bot did not actually work. It was not a legit bot. And then you can track where your transactions are going. And I saw that where this transaction was going, it instantly was led to another wallet. And now my money was basically away. It was gone. But it were only $20. And this is basically money that I had to pay to learn about scams. And this is basically what I wanted to share with you to illustrate how more and more scams are going to arrive on the markets, where more and more people are trying to scam you of your money because they do not want to work and they want to simply scam others. So always be careful what you click on, be careful who is riding with you, and then stay safe, people, please. If you like this video, share, subscribe, so that others don't get scammed as well, and have a good day.